Thank you for everyone who helped me this morning. I will not preach, I will give a short testimony about my life. Some of you already know about it, some don't know, but it's a time, I guess. Well, my complete name is Ernesto Sebastián Lozano Fernandez. I have two names and two family names, but you can call me Chino, don't worry. I guess it's easy for everyone. Chino means Chinese. I know it doesn't have sense for many of you now, but in Peru, I look Chinese. And here, I don't know what do I look Filipino. So, when I came here to APNTS, I realized that I am not Chino anymore, but please feel free to call me Chino at any time that you want. Dr. Lee calls me Sebastian, and actually, my sisters call me Sebastian when they are mad with me. But I'm sure Dr. Lee is never mad. I'm sure about that. I will not mention too much about my culture. You have seen a video about that, and it's a summary of all cultures that we have in Peru. We have hundreds of cultures, and I only have been until Lima, in the middle of Peru. I never went to the south, that is Cusco, Arequipa. I guess Dr. Fletcher knows Peru more than me, but I only be in the north area of Peru. Well, I come from a Christian family. I want to introduce my family, please. This is my family. My parents are pastors from the Church of the Nazarene. My dad served for 8 years as pastor in Lima, in the jungle, and then he served for 28 years as president in the Bible College in Peru. Now he is retired. My mother, a pastor wife, and a professor in the same institute. Until now, she teaches New Testament and holiness, and education also. My mom, she became for me my Susanna or Susan Wesley. She is my example, and I always can find in her a big encouragement. I have 4 wonderful sisters, very beautiful. I know I never received that gift from my sisters. They are very beautiful, very smart. They are all professional, and I have 3 dogs. I only show 1 dog in the picture. The others were not ready for that picture, so I didn't take it. I received a call to be into the ministry when I was in high school. But my first answer to the call was, I guess it's a wrong number. I guess it's not a correct call for me. My plans were to have a profession, to become rich, and help in ministry. That were my plans at the beginning. So I started to serve in different ministries in my church, and I was able to study in a university, and I enrolled in the architecture program and urban planning development also. And I was able to, when I was in the university, I realized that I had many problems there that I had been having since high school, since primary, but I never noticed why. I never didn't know why, what's happening with me. There is some problems, I don't understand some things. Why for me it's very difficult to read sometimes. So it's there when I was diagnosed with dyslexia. And now I am not shy to say. Before I was very shy to say, but now I have to say that I'm very proud to say that because I was able to finish my university when I was diagnosed with that problem, that I will not say problem, but with that disease, I was able to finish with a scholarship because I was in the top 10 of the university. So
Great.
I was able to finish my career also with the support of my parents and friends. So if sometimes you ask me for a number to play in the hymnal, many of my friends already had experienced that. Instead of 36, I tell them 63. Sorry, I mix the numbers, yes I know. Instead of 24, 42, I mix. And one day I went to the supermarket, and instead of read hypermarket, I read happy market. Sorry, I mixed the words, I confused, and it's a problem that I am not shy of it anymore. I just laugh, and I have to improve myself by that. At the middle of my education in the university, I became conscious of what God wanted me to do. He wanted me to be part of the ministry. full time. So, in missions. And I decided to come here to APNTS 5 years ago. It's not yet the last year. I decided to come here 5 years ago. So I started my documentation in APNTS. I started to send recommendations to many pastors in Peru to apply here to APNTS. But when I received the economical paper that many of you received and got scared, I also got scared and never came. But I think this is the perfect time that God brought me here to APNTS. So I started to study my bachelor in theology in the seminary in Peru. And I was able also to finish that. When I was here, I received my degree by distance graduation. And I am very happy. My father was the one who received my degree. Thank God for everything. But before I came, many things happened that I was thinking maybe I should have not gone to APNTS, I should have not leave my country, I should have not leave my family. My sister had an accident. She broke her leg, and I was the one who transferred to the hospital that day. I was the one who carried her from one bed to other. It's good that she's thinner than me because I am not strong enough. But I was the one who carried my sister from one bed to other bed, and I was the one who transferred her because I know my father is old and he was tired also. He was in a conference, and I was thinking maybe I have to stay here. Maybe I don't have to go there because my sister needs me, my family needs me, and many questions like that came to my mind. And many things like that, I was thinking, what about if I go to APNTS? I travel so far from my country, and my father needs me, my mother needs me to work here and to help in the family for provisions. As many of you maybe are thinking now that what your family is eating now. Does your family have enough food for today? That was my question. If I will be there, will my parents and my family will able to eat? 2 days before I came here, something happened. My father was leaving to the hospital with my sister and my mom, and he told me to prepare the lunch. So I told him, we only have rice for today, no for tomorrow. Shall I prepare only the half? And he told me, we have rice for today, we will have for tomorrow also. So I just closed the door and I started to cook, and 10 minutes later, a pastor came with 25 kilos of rice, 25 kilos of sugar, and 10 liters of oil, our basic meal for my country. And that had been happening every 3 months in my house. Every day my mom tells me that the rice is finishing. Somebody that is not connecting with the other came and provide rice, sugar, and oil for my family. So you are far from your home. You are very far from your country. Don't worry. God is providing for your family, and God is providing also for you. Leave my country was not easy, but I'm sure it was not easy also for Abraham. In Genesis 12 or 21? Yeah, 12, 1. Sorry. Yeah, I wanted to be sure. The Lord had said to Abraham, go from your country, your people, and your father's household, to the land I will show you. It was not easy for him, I'm sure that. It was not easy for me. But I traveled to different countries, and I have to take, but I never been so far for more than 2 weeks, or 3 weeks was the longest time. Now I am here for more than 1 year, and God provides for everything. It's not easy to be so far from the house for 1 year, how I said, and 2 years more are coming. And I'm sure it was not easy for anyone. I was afraid, yes. I was scary, yes. But I remember the word of God to Moses. And in Exodus, okay, sorry, thank you.
Chapter 32.
Don't confuse me. In 23:20, see, I am sending an angel ahead of you to guard you along the way and to bring you the place I have prepared. God sent me angels when I was here. I have to adjust to a new culture, new people, new traditions, new language. I did not come to have the same privilege that I have in my country. As many of you know, I had my apartment there, and I have to leave it to come here. I had my car when I decided to drive, just to drive and leave, and that's all. I had my salary, and I was not in need to ask for anything to my parents. I lived not rich, but comfortable. I didn't have needs anymore. I have to leave my work, my church where I was pastoring a full time. I have to leave my own space to come here and share with others. It was the first time when I came here to have a roommate. I never had before. I have my own dorm and then my own place to live. But it was not easy for Daniel. He needed to adjust to a new culture, new food, and new traditions. In Daniel 1:6, you can read the Bible also, and you know the story about him. He was taken and to live and to adjust to other people. I have to make new friends when I came here, and I am very happy. And I hope I did not fail with one of you. And I do not regret of any of my friends here. And I hope you will not do it also. Amen? And one more time, I guess it was not easy for each one of you who came here, make new friends, make new family, and adjust to and create a new community for your life. I am pretty sure that you will never forget your days here in APNTS. I'm sure that the experience that you have here in an intercultural environment with friends from different cultures, you will never forget. I will not forget, never. I know that finishing here, God has something special for me. What? I don't know. He has a place where I can develop my call. Yes, something that I am sure maybe is not easy for me. And I am sure will not be easy for any one of you. But the Apostle Paul also was not easy for him when he started to do missions. He even went to prison. And I remember my class now about the prison of Paul, and I confused. And Paul passed for struggles. He was in prison. He suffered. It was easy for him? No. But he never lost confidence on God. He was always trusting on Him. And finally, but no less important, we have the biggest example in the Bible, Jesus. Jesus came living His kingdom. Jesus came to live among the poor. Jesus came living everything that He had. He didn't have any need. He had everything. But He came and He became one of us. He suffered humiliations. He was murdered on the cross. It was not easy for Jesus too. So we have to remember that we have to be sure that many things that they have or they happen will not happen to us. Maybe it will be a little easier than them because we have communication, we have many advantages now, like transportation. We just can take a flight, a bus. Before it wasn't like that. So somehow we are more comfortable than them. We are all sure that we were called to the ministry. And two things that we have to think always is that we came as Jesus to serve and help. That's my goal. Serve and help as Jesus did. Did somebody ask me after this year that I've been here, sometimes suffering, crying? Yes, I missed my sister's wedding. My first sister got married last year, and I was not able to be part of it. But I was here with friends. It was this time I've been here was my first time I was so far for Christmas. I already passed 2 Christmas very far from my house, 2 New Year's very far from my house. But I was able to pass with friends and also with family. Did somebody ask me, will you go again to APNTS? after you know that you're with your family, after you know that sometimes you don't have what to eat for lunch, but you have for dinner sometimes, will you go? Yes. My answer will be always yes, because God has a beautiful plan for each one of us, and I'm sure God has a plan also for me. Thank you guys, and God bless you.